It's funny. A lot of times we think of the bye week, and we probably imagine this coaching staff, these recruiting coordinators, getting to spend some nice off time, hanging out, chilling out, not doing much. And in reality, that is not the case because when you have a bye week, the recruiting just gets turned up, and they're going to be all over the country this weekend. So coming up on today's show, we're going to start off with a certain in-state cornerback that apparently the Tennessee Volunteers are very heavily recruiting. And then after that, I'm going to tell you everywhere that the Tennessee coaches were this weekend. Before we get to that, though, make sure you guys subscribe. My goal is to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the week. So if you're not subscribed, change that today. Help us reach our goal. And in return, you get a video every single day on the Tennessee Volunteers, and it's all 100% free. If you haven't locked us in, do it right now. So Miles Brown, that is the first part of today's show. 3-star cornerback class of 2027 in Martin, Tennessee, 5'11", 188 pounds. Again, he's a class of 2027 guy. So there's not as much urgency as with the class of 2026 because, as we know, they're going to be signing in just about 2.5 months. Regardless, though, let's talk Miles Brown. Tennessee offered him officially on June 5th, so just about 4 months ago. Tennessee right now is like by far the best offer that this kid has. He's been offered by Memphis. That came in right before the Vols did. Purdue came in on June 1st for him. Maryland offered him on May 14th. The other in-state team with Vanderbilt, they offered him on April 12th. Southern Miss was the first to the party on March 31st. But this is it for his offer list as of right now. The cool thing is he's already made a couple trips to Knoxville, one of them being for the Tennessee UGA game, September 13th. We talked a lot about that game going into it and how many guys were there and how important it was to, A, play a good game, and B, the atmosphere be as good as we thought it was going to be because there was going to be so many recruits at that game. So it was time to show them what it's like to be a Tennessee Volunteer and show them how great Vol Nation is. Of course, you showed out, and he took notice. That was great, he said. I mean, the atmosphere is electric. It doesn't get better than Neyland Stadium. And coming in there, it was just crazy. I actually had a headache the first quarter. I had to get used to the noise. It was crazy. It was insane. I was expecting a loud stadium, but nothing like that. It was crazy. And apparently, when you hear from Miles Brown, the Tennessee Volunteers are recruiting him really, really hard. He said, I mean, it's every day. If it's not mail, it's them calling me. It's them FaceTiming. It's something every day. I mean, it's just great, man. I'm glad it's great. Right now, the Vols are at the top of his list. He also talked a little bit about his relationship with Coach Willie Martinez, how much those two guys get to talk back and forth with each other. And Willie Martinez, say what you want about the way that this secondary, these safeties are playing this season. Willie Martinez has been a phenomenal recruiter since the second that he stepped into Knoxville with Josh Heupel. He said, I got to talk to Coach Nez. That's the corners coach. My guy, I love him and the bond that we're creating. And I also got to talk to Coleman Minnis. He's a scouting assistant at Tennessee, and I love him. We communicate a lot. I'm very curious to see over the course of this kid's junior year of high school if more offers start rolling in. Because obviously, Tennessee sees something in him. He says they're talking to him every single day. He's a 3-star. He's got 5 other offers, and the best school he's got another offer from is what? Vanderbilt, probably? Maybe Maryland? Probably not Vanderbilt. Regardless. Really interesting to see how this guy's junior year is going to go. He's been playing great so far. Hopefully that keeps up. And the good thing is from himself, Tennessee Volunteers are at the top of his list. Do you want to send out some good recruiting vibes? Okay? It's a busy weekend for the staff. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But we got to wrap up this class of 2026 and get the class of 2027 going. If you want to send out those good vibes, make sure to like the video. Don't go anywhere either. Stay tuned. Up next, where the coaches were this past weekend. Again, they weren't just sitting, watching college football like you and me. No, they're out there recruiting, trying to get more players to come to the University of Tennessee. What I'm trying to do to you guys is recruit you to this great deal. chatsports.com/UT hoodie. You can get this thing for $22. It was $55. Now it's down to $22. It's an unbelievable deal. And I wouldn't be your friends if I wasn't telling you guys to take advantage of it as quickly as you could. I made it super easy for you. You don't even have to remember the link. You don't even have to type in the link. All you got to do is scroll down to the comment section. You'll find it in there, chatsports.com/UT hoodie. Click it. It's also in the description if you need it. Check out, and they'll be at your doorstep in 3 to 5 business days. Whatever business days mean. I never knew. Anyway, chatsports.com/UT hoodie. Heupel and the boys, they went recruiting this weekend, man. They did their thing. And I think this is the big advantage of having 2 bye weekends now is just more time to go and see other players. Travel to other high schools. Watch these kids play. Keep building these relationships. We're going to start with Glenn Ellerby, where he was. He spent some time with Princeton Uwaifo, the 4-star offensive tackle in the class of 2027. This was one of the big guys that we were all focused on coming in town for the Georgia game, and he absolutely loved it. He said after it, my feeling was pretty high for them, and I'm not sure how much higher it could really go. I would say they are up there right now, pretty high up on my list. And he's got a great list, a lot of really good teams in on this kid. Tennessee, of course, definitely want one to watch for him, and they definitely want to lock him down as quickly as they can. Koehn Dial, currently a 0-star class of 2028. Ellerby spent some time with him. And then Kamari Blair, who is committed. That's what that little asterisk means. Flipped from South Carolina about a couple months ago. 4-star offensive tackle in the class of 2026. He's a part of that wonderful recruiting class that currently ranks inside the top 8. I cannot wait to see Kamari Blair. And also, let's just talk a little bit about Glenn Ellerby. He's done phenomenally recruiting over the past couple of years, and that's not going to stop anytime soon. Let's talk defense now. Tim Banks. He's been busy this weekend, too. He was busy. Ayden Woodruff, defensive lineman, 4-star, 2028. Spent some time with him. And then he rounded it out with Luke Thompson and Joel Wyatt. If those names sound familiar, that's because they are recruits or commits in the class of 2026. One's a 3-star athlete. Joel Wyatt, he's one of our big blue-chip prospects. He's long. He's wiry. You got to put some weight on him, but the dude's an absolute freak off the edge. 4-star, yes, in that class of 2026 as well. Joey Halsley, let's flip it back over to the offensive side of the football. He went out by himself, and he went to one man only, Malachi Ziegler. Wish he was related to Zakai Ziegler, but he's in Louisiana, so I highly doubt it. 4-star quarterback, class of 2027, Benton, Louisiana. And Malachi was one of those guys who actually came in and played at some camps for Tennessee over the past year or so, and he said it was my first time up here talking about coming in for the camp. And honestly, I got a lot out of it. I got answers to a lot of questions. We got out here on a Friday night, Saturday, Saturday. We came out and gave ourselves our own mock tour. And it's no lie that Joey Halsley, Josh Heupel, they've been able to recruit quarterbacks. Obviously, you got Nico. Obviously, you got another 5-star quarterback with Faison Brandon, George McIntyre, Jake Merklinger. All of these are blue chip prospects. Faison Brandon and Nico, those are 2 top 10 prospects in their class. So Joey Halsley and Josh Heupel, they know what they're doing. It's easy to sell Tennessee as a quarterback because you can say, hey, come in here. You're going to throw for like 60 touchdowns a year. Maybe Malachi Ziegler wants to be a part of that as well. I want you guys to answer this question for me. I've been in an argument with some of my coworkers. Where do you think Josh Heupel ranks in the country in terms of a recruiter? He's a top blank. You let me know in the comment section down below. We're going to wrap this up with Heupel, where he was this weekend. He went on a ton of dual visits. Never was by himself. He was with Coach Banks, Luke Thompson, and Joel Wyatt. Was with Glenn Ellerby for Kamari Blair. What's interesting about that, he took some time to spend it with the class of 2026. He's not right now focused on 2027, at least not spending the bye weeks on 2027. He's focused on keeping those guys committed to this top 8 class and keeping them rolling going into signing day in a couple of months. And it's a wonderful class, like I told you. Some of the top commits in that class, Faison Brandon, Gabriel Ascenda, 2 5-stars right there. Celeste Moa, he's a 4-star. You got Tristan Keys added in there as well. You have so many blue chip prospects that can't even fit on one graphic. That's why you're 8th in the country. Now, unfortunately, the 2027 class ranks at 35th. But if you look at the recruiting rankings in 24/7, it's like one 4-star player in the 2027 class would shoot you up from 35th to like top 15. Again, there's a lot of time. 14 months until those guys sign. We only got 2 months to sign the top 10 class in the country in 2026, so that's where the focus is. That's going to do it for today's show. Make sure you got me followed on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, same handle, at Joey Peterson8. If you don't have me on TikTok, get me as quickly as you can. That's been growing like crazy as well. Basically, I turn everything we do here into short-form content, so if you like what we do here, you'll love what we do over there. And again, If you like what we do here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Daily videos, all 100% free. Until next time, go Big Orange.